Hello guys. Yeah, so welcome back to the second series of Flutter course. Right, so in this series we'll be talking about Flutter itself. Right, we're talking about the Flutter framework. Okay, so what is Flutter? The Flutter is an open source framework developed by Google, right, to create high quality, high performance mobile application across mobile operating systems, Android and iOS, inclusive, right? It provides a simple, powerful, efficient, and easy to understand SDK. SDK simply means software development kit to write mobile applications in Google's own language called that, right? So when we start dealing with backends, we'll talk about that. Okay, so for now we'll just skip that. Okay, for now we'll skip that. So with Flutter, we can write the app's code once and deploy it on multiple platforms, Android, iOS, and desktop. Due to its ex- flexibility and performance capabilities, Flutter is the top pick for modern app development across various platforms. So it's very important you understand this uh, this multiple platform solution that Flutter offers. Prior to this time, if you had to write uh, any code for a mobile app, you practically have to learn two different programming languages. For I think for Android, then you have to learn Java. Okay, so there was this frustration when it comes to building mobile apps prior to this time because for each OS, you practically, when I say OS, I'm referring to operating system. Okay, so for each OS, you practically have to learn different programming language for each of these OS. Okay, it was really frustrating. Okay, so Flutter is very unique in its approach of solving this problem. It's very unique because it's called a cross-platform programming language or a cross-platform framework. Okay. Yeah, so meaning you can just write one code and render it on three different platforms. Okay. Now, what makes Flutter unique? Flutter has several features and design principles that set it apart from other frameworks. It neither uses the web view nor the OME widget. For those of us that work with Java, we know what web view is, right? So, but we are not going into that right now. But instead, it uses customizable widgets, which enhances the application interface. Also, so let's talk about this customizable widget. Let's talk about this line, right? This customizable Flutter is built on widgets. Everything in Flutter is represented by a widget and is pretty easy to learn. Even if you don't have prior programming languages or programming knowledge, all you have to do is follow on keenly on uh, these courses, right? So everything in Flutter is widget. Flutter is a set of widget tree. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is a little bit intro, and then we'll go into practical because uh, Flutter is more of practice. Okay, so one other unique thing in Flutter is the hot reload feature, right? This is the ability to make changes in the app without restarting your app. So, for example, you're building an app and then you have a new feature added or you make changes to your app. In order for you to preview the changes you made, Flutter had what we call the hot reload feature, right? You see your changes instantly. Okay, so it's pretty amazing. Like it's it has taken away uh so much burden when it comes to development. So if I minimize this, you see, you see widgets up here in this diagram. The core concept of the Flutter framework is in Flutter. Everything is a widget. Widgets are basically user interface components used to create the user interface of the application. Okay, so for those of you that have done what is it called? Uh, for those of you that have done HTML and CSS, okay, you should be familiar with Bootstrap or React. Okay, in Bootstrap is a framework, is HTML and CSS framework. All right. So what they do is they've created different classes. Okay. So whenever you call any class in Bootstrap, you're calling a set of code. Okay. It is the same principle in Flutter. These widgets, this whole widget tree, right? They are set of codes, right? Customizable codes that you call, and they all represent different features. Okay, different visual features. Okay, so it's very easy to learn, very easy to understand. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is so from this diagram, this is the whole concept. This is the whole concept of Flutter summarized. Okay, when you come to Flutter, you have the top level, right, app, which is the root. This is where everything is almost like the parent. Okay, this is the root of the app. Everything links up from here. So you have top level, second level, third level. So everything is in form of a tree. Okay, where you have the roots and every other thing uh, is all attached to that root. Okay, so that's the whole concept in Flutter. And uh, when uh, when I open when we start coding, right? When we start coding, we would we would iron everything. In fact, we will address everything from this top level, right, down to the child. We would address everything in detail, right, where you fully understand the whole concept of this widget tree. Okay, but this diagram here is just a summary of Flutter. Okay, so I think this course has taken is almost 7 minutes right now. I'm stopping this series here. In the next section, we will we'll be creating our first Flutter project. Okay, and then we will continue from there. So see you guys in the next series. Yeah, bye.